Hello guys, welcome to Ashley Lancelot Show. Today's video is kind of what we saw on Facebook, especially the millennials. I think these are younger millennials now.
We're millennials.
Huh?
We're
millennials. Are we seriously 28 millennials? We never call ourselves millennials.
Yeah. We're talking kids.
Okay, we'll talk. Okay, kids then. This 17-year kid, Bodyslam, the 62-year-old teacher, will put a link. I don't think we'll put a link down on it. It was kind of
16-year-old kid, heavy set kid at that.
Yeah.
He was pretty
Bodyslammed
big.
a 62-year-old teacher. I mean, this teacher looks old for confiscating his phone. I'm like, why are kids nowadays
so attached to stupid device?
Yeah, it's like my brother is 14 years old.
He's stupidly attached to that thing.
Yeah, but he knows that if I'm there, I'll break it. And my brother is about the same size as me. Stop talking.
Your dad will break it too.
Yeah, my dad will break it.
Yeah,
and
your stepmom will.
Yeah, we'll break it. Our family will break it because common sense. You know, we have to put common sense back into a lot of these kids because for some reason they don't have common sense. You don't go around and body slap anyone and someone confiscates your phone. If you're at school, you're supposed to be there to learn, question,
your phone's
not to body
turned off and in your locker.
Yeah, or in your backpack. Doesn't matter, as long as it's not been seen. But you know, it's getting to a point nowadays that people are saying it's racist, all this shit like that because the student was black. I'm like, no, it's not. It's common sense. I do not want to see excuses for racism for something dumb as this.
I don't want to see a 16-year-old kid body slamming a 62-year-old teacher.
Yeah, if the 62-year-old teacher abused them, verbally say racial things, then yes, take actions for it. But a phone that's been confiscated and so on, it's getting to a point, and a lot of these younger kids. I'm not saying all kids are bad. I mean, there's some bright ass kids I helped out last year, and they're going to UC Davis, Berkeley. They're going to UC Santa Cruz. But
there's these some kids who think their life revolves around their stupid phone
until they get kicked out of their parents' house to make them to start a new life, or the parents babysit these kids. It's getting to a point like.
Really getting into the point that is everything.
It is disheartening to see this. I feel sorry for the teacher, and I have a high school teacher that I'm actually best friends with.
He's not a teacher anymore, is he?
He's not a teacher anymore, but we go drink beers together if you have a chance, or eat tacos. Yeah, we play D&D together. But a lot of these teachers sacrifice a lot of their wages. A lot of these teachers sacrifice a lot of their income just to buy supplies for, or stay in there longer, even though they're married. They should spend time with the family. They actually spend some of the couple hours, at least a week, after school and do a club with them. These teachers have lives and everything as well. But you're going around and force and doing this stupid ass shit. Right now we're reading. I think the school board union should police. I think they do a police report for it because it has to be. Now actually we'll have to talk to the parents. Yeah. If you're over the past, if you go to high school, you're not a little kid anymore. You're actually a young adult.
Anything you can do can be considered an assault.
You should be.
You can go to jail.
Yeah, you should be smart enough
not to do anything stupid.
Yeah, if there's something's wrong and all that stuff, there are ways to go around and bullying. There are ways.
Report it to the.
Yeah, it's been recorded. I think it's reported to the police. I think the teacher union would have to do something about it because they have to defend the teacher. That is their damn job. But I don't think the school's not going to do anything about it. I think the school's going to get sued anyways, I think, because of this. People are saying these race accusation, all this stuff, like Black Panther and everything else, as well as it's like, I think people lost what definition of racism is really about. Racism is about saying stuff about someone's skin color is different than yours. For example, I'm half white, half Korean, and I will say, let's say my wife is a Latino American. Just say, let's say she is, and I make fun of her because she goes around and pick stuff or pick my produce and stuff like that, or be my janitor or stuff like that. I have a lot of Hispanic friends. A lot of them are doctors. A lot of them are lawyers. Germany, whatever.
I told you India too.
Indian, Native American.
India.
Okay. Well.
So that's very.
Well, like,
great.
Whatever. Okay,
I don't have any of that.
Let's do. I have a lot of Hispanic friends. That are very smart. They became something. A lot of these, I'm giving you like an example of what racial slur is, making fun of someone, turning someone's down for the color of their skin,
making someone feel like total.
Yeah, or heritage.
Yeah.
And this was none of it. Like Black Panther movie, I saw a lot of stuff. People say it's racist to me if they don't like the movie. Let me tell you something. Black Panther is a Marvel superhero. There are also Black DC superhero. Spawn is not DC.
He's an anti-hero, but
I thought Spawn was Dark Horse.
Yeah, Dark Horse.
Yeah. There is Cyborg. There is Steel, Static Shock.
Cyborg from Teen Titans.
I
always loved Cyborg. He was cool.
There is a crapload more, and Black Panther is not the first superhero. And the first superhero was Shaq as Steel. I bet there's one that's further down. Spawn is an anti-hero. That's also one as well. But
he was from the Spawn's 80s.
There's also, I think there's some in the 60s and 70s. You just gotta research it. I bet there's one or two. But
I think there was even probably in the 50s.
Yeah, but you gotta understand.
But these were like old school black characters. They would have the characters acted.
Yeah, because I keep hearing always the first black superhero movie in Hollywood, but no.
First movie. Spawn was one of the first.
The one I remember was Steel with Shaq in it. That's a DC superhero, and also the second one I know was Spawn afterwards. But
Spawn was.
There's a lot of cartoon superheroes as well.
I mean, there was Teen Titans.
But anyway, going off the subject, but people need to know what these are. Difference between common sense and racism, because if you don't know common sense,
This is a story of a kid.
And I'm trying to become
hurting a teacher. There's no race or anything in it. Just a stupid teenager doing something stupid because stupid phone.
And in my opinion,
and his decision's gonna cost him.
And actually, not really. It's gonna be frowned upon. Looks like it. Their parents gonna be costing a lot. And the teacher is getting.
I'm gonna guarantee the parents aren't gonna be happy about what he did.
That depends
on the parents.
Yeah, it all depends on the parent, because I'm trying to become a teacher, and if that really happened, I'll be suing the school. I'll be suing the parents. I don't want nothing. The kids. Unless that kid will start taking life seriously. If that kid start to reprimand and figure out what's the I think there should be a class of circumstances and common sense. Gabriel Iglesias did a perfect representation of it. Had a common sense class. You go into class, sit, stand up, sit, stand up, turn to the left, turn to the right. Stuff, repetition. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, because a lot of these kids are so
peer pressure.
Yeah, so not peer pressure. They so desensitized what's going around them in the world.
They want to do what society deems right.
If I go to
what society deems right is to turn a blind eye to bullying. Don't pay attention. It'll go away.
But
it's proven through centuries. Bullying has been around the centuries. That it doesn't go away.
I don't think this is a bully situation though. I think this is more of a situation that
you don't know that he couldn't have been a bully himself.
We don't know, but we cannot assume it though. No. We cannot assume it. But we only know that so far is just that
since smartphones have came around.
No, it's not smartphone's fault.
It's social media.
It's not social media's fault. It's the parents' fault. It is their job to educate their kids. Because I
have a kid. They're not having a smartphone
because I did a video before.
School.
I told my little brother, he's 14, he's in freshman high school. I told him this, you bring back Ray, talk back to mom and dad, and you becoming more dumb about it or becoming more disrespectful, I will break down his door. I'm gonna break his Xbox One. I'm gonna break anything that is technology that was meant for him. We'll break it, give it to my mom and dad, and I'm gonna drive back home. Even though we're 2 hours apart. I've been, discipline, grounding, and stuff. Was huge part of my life. Same thing with my brother.
The thing that teaches kids most is to take stuff away.
That is their job. They confiscate it. It is distraction to other students for learning.
When I got bad grades, I got my cell phone taken away. And I didn't have no smartphone. I had one of them flip phones.
Yeah. I didn't have a phone until I was senior year.
I think in high school I had the MB.
Hell, Frank, I've been talking to girls on cordless phones. That's how life feels.
I had my PlayStation taken away.
Yeah, but it is one of those things that it's getting to a point. I believe that parents need to parent their damn kids. Don't half-ass it. Don't turn a blind eye. Get involved with your kids. That's one thing.
What they do in school.
That is one thing I hated it during my high school life, but later on when I grew up, I thanked them for it. I was in a robotics club till 2-3 in the morning building my robot for the competition, and my dad comes into the school like 2-3 in the morning, pissed off at me, but also happy that I'm building something that actually make a difference in life. Then they stole the shit out of me for 30 minutes going back home. But you also gotta know, when you get out of school, you're on your own. Life is hell. Life is never fair. If you actually did this to one of your boss, you'd be going you'd not be fired, you'd be going to jail, you'd be charged permanently to your record, and so forth. Think about it. Think before you do something.
Work, guess what? You can't use your cell phone. Unless it's your business cell phone that you use for business calls, but you can't be fooling around.
I actually used phones while I was working. So.
You were an idiot. Don't tell me.
No, not really.
If you're in an office job, you're not going to be using.
Yeah, some people will. Some people will. Depending on certain circumstances, it will. I actually worked in offices. I worked in hotels. I worked in the Air Force.
I was a cashier. I couldn't.
Well, yeah, because you have people looking at you all over. You're standing up catching groceries and stuff. I was in a position that I can use my phone, go on Facebook on the hotel PC, because there's no one around, and I'm bored as hell. But other than that, think before you do things, please. Just think what the consequence is going to be. Don't be stupid.
Consequences for all your actions, right, BMO?
Yeah, but let me know what you guys think about it. Put your comments down. I'm gonna try to find this link again and post it on this description. If not, I probably circulate somewhere on Facebook again. Well, anyhow, guys, thank you guys for watching and have a great day.